todos! Today's video will be on a small part of the Spanish language, and that is saying something must be done or needs to be done, so showing obligation. There's four main ways to do this, which I will cover, and this is always a tricky topic for GCSE students in particular, and it comes up a lot in texts to do with social issues. So for example, when we're saying we must donate money to charity. This is a topic I cover with my students, and it comes up in this ladder. If you'd like one-to-one Spanish lessons with me, go to astarspanish.com/tutoring. And the last thing I'll add in this long introduction is that the content of this video is inspired by Oliver Walsh's grammar textbook, which is one I highly recommend, and I've linked it on the bottom of astarspanish.com/grammar. Vale, vamos. So the first way we're going to cover is saying I have to do something. Now the structure for this in Spanish is tener, which is to have to, or just to have, tener que. So for example, we have tengo que, tienes que, and etc. So tengo, tienes, present tense conjugations. Tenemos, we have tenéis, and lastly tienen. And all of this followed by que. So for example, I'm going to write the examples in this pink color. So for example, tengo que limpiar. So I should have mentioned earlier, this tener que structure is followed, so plus infinitive, I and F for infinitive. So for example, tengo que limpiar, I have to clean. We can say tiene que, let's say, llevar uniforme, something school related, to wear uniform, etc. Okay, so I have to clean, the infinitive. Tiene que, he, she has to. It's always the structure. Remember the tener que and then the infinitive. And that's all there is with this saying I have to do something. So this is used in chores and stuff. I have to go to sleep, I have to clean my bedroom, etc. Okay, so mainly in the topic of chores and whatever. But yeah, saying I, you, he, she, we, you guys, they have to do something. And this does work in other tenses as well. So for example, tuve que, I had to. Tuve que, what can we say? Tuve que hacer ejercicio is a good one. I had to do exercise for whatever reason. Okay, so this is in the preterite tense. P-R-E-T, I had to. Next, we're going to talk about someone must, or like, for example, I must, but instead of I have to do something, I'm going to write this in the I form as well. So just to confirm, here it says I have to. It can be anyone has to. Actually, let's change this to someone has to do something, just so we're like making it clear it's not just I, it can be anyone. So someone has to do something. Now this is someone must do something. Okay, so from have to must, and this structure in Spanish is using the verb deber plus infinitive. So just in the present tense, for example, we have debo, debes, it's regular, so OSE, so debe, debemos, debéis, and deben. Okay, so just to practice this using debo, we can say debo, so e.g. debo hacer ejercicio. So debo hacer ejercicio, I have to. So I must, I'm not saying have to, I must do exercise. And this is how we say do exercise, hacer ejercicio. Vale, I think this makes sense. Let's just do one more with deben. Deben llevar uniforme. Llevar uniforme. They must wear uniform. Or wear a uniform. Okay? And that's it. So someone has to do something, someone must do something. Let's now talk about someone should do something. Someone should do something. So should being like a moral obligation, right? That's what should connotes. It's sort of like you don't have to do something, you should do it. So should do something. And this structure is again using deber, but we're gonna use use it in the conditional. So deber, I'm gonna write bracket conditional. In the conditional tense, which I'll go through the endings and stuff in a second. So deber conditional plus the infinitive again. So we have debería, ia, ias, so we still have the same deber here. Ia again, Ias, iamos, iais, and lastly, ian. So, for example, deberían, they must. Oh, sorry, they should. They should do something. They should. Okay. So let's say debería hacer. Back to my example of hacer ejercicio. Okay. So how would you translate this? It could be I. Always the same for he or she. Should do exercise. And that should be a S, shouldn't it? Okay, so I or he or she is the same for all of them. So this ER ending in the conditional is the same for I, he or she, or even the usted, the formal version, should do exercise. Okay, another example, let's use the we form. This might be quite common in exams. So saying like, for example, we as students, maybe deberíamos. Let's use llevar uniforme. We should wear uniform. Keep saying must, but should. Vale, deberíamos llevar uniforme. We should wear uniform. Okay, so I think this is quite simple and like easy to understand. We have the has or have to. Someone has to do something. Someone must. Someone should. Lastly is a different one. This is like a slightly more formal, impersonal, or even fancy way of saying it. This is I'm going to say the general public must or even needs to. Um, so this is like more of a fancy way of saying needs. Someone must needs to. I'm going to just make a note here in red. This is like a fancy slash impersonal way. It's more of like a polite way of um of saying a similar thing of like showing obligation where someone needs to do something. And this structure is not on one single verb, it's I que. So it doesn't change for like there's no like other for I, he, she, whatever. It's just I que. Okay? And this would translate to as one must. And when I say one, I mean someone, right? But like the more formal version of like generically someone must. That's why I've written the general public to show like it's more generic, it's a bit more formal. Okay? Just some more examples in pink for this one. And this I would see in like the health topic. So hay que beber, we must drink agua. So like generically speaking, the general population must drink water. Okay? Or for example, hay que estudiar or hay que jugar or anything. So always plus infinitive again, I should have mentioned there. This is also plus INF for plus infinitive. Okay, let's do one final example. This is less interesting because it doesn't change for like I or he, she. It's just two words, hay que. So hay que comer comida sana. Or just on a similar note, hay que evitar is a good word here to avoid. Evitar comida rápida. So junk food or like comida basura. Anyway, yes, if you want to say junk food or like fast food, that's how you say that. Okay, and that is basically the full obligation structures. Quickly sort of covered in this video. If you want to download this page, you can do so on astarspanish.com/grammar. Subscribe for more videos. Adios.